Here are the top headlines making news at the University of Limpopo this week. Alumni, friends of the university and corporate partners raise over 8 million for missing middle students. UL and the National Consumer Commission have entered into agreement to promote consumer rights. Students at the Riachona Disability Center receive assistive devices as UL and Road Traffic Infringement Agency kickstart National Disability Rights Awareness Month. Technology Transfer Office at UL host World Intellectual Property Organization Summer School for second year in a row. And in your sport, third-year optometry students win World Dance Championship in the Netherlands. These are the top stories for this week at the University of Limpopo. You are watching Inside UL News and I am Itumeleng Depela. Good day. The University of Limpopo alumni, together with corporate partners and friends of the university, have successfully raised over 8.5 million to support students facing financial constraints. The funds were raised during the university's alumni and convocation fundraising gala held recently in Midrand. The event surpassed all expectations, with a total of over 8.5 million raised thanks to the overwhelming support from various contributors. Our line producer Mosela Selebe found this story and Mpomashita reports.
The fundraising gala in Midrand had intended to fundraise 3 million rand to assist the missing middle students, but through generous contributions, including a 5 million rand donation by Standard Bank, surpassed the initial target.
And tonight from Standard Bank, we received 5 million rand. That should actually tell you that at the bank as we are sitting tonight, unfortunately the rep of Standard Bank could not be with us tonight. But as we are here tonight, in our bank, we're having 8.5 million.
In an address outlining the state of the university, Vice-Chancellor and Principal Prof. Mahlomo Kgalong highlighted substantial growth in the student population over the past years and said this increase has underscored the urgent need for advanced infrastructure to accommodate the expanding academic community.
So 16,724 of our 23,000 students are relying on NSFAS. The rest, they are the reason why we are here today. We're talking of them as the missing middle. The infrastructure at the University of Limpopo, I think it's something we can all be proud of. We have embarked on a digital transformation journey to make sure that our students are really up to it. Though we're on it, but COVID in 2020 forced us to speed up that journey, and we have got a learning management system with Blackboard as the backbone, where our students are able to learn remotely.
The university's Alumni and Convocation Association President Donald Salamulela said the funding will go a long way in helping academically deserving students who are not covered by the funding scheme.
We have a category of students in our university, the Honorable the Mayor, called Missing Middle. This is a group of students who are neither covered by the funding instruments that are there within the higher education terrain. They are not covered by the requisites of those instruments, especially in this regards being the NSFAS scheme. But also their parents are not able to meet the necessary financial requisites to assist them to continue their studies. And often at times, these are the students who are doing very, very well, but they are unable to pursue, to continue their studies precisely because of this particular challenge. So it is against this particular background that as the Alumni and Convocation, we felt we must come and dine with you especially yourself, the most important people here, our generous sponsors and our forever willing donors, to really come with an empty basket, with an empty hands, to come and say to you, whatever little you can be able to contribute, please contribute.
As of now, the university has identified about 200 students who fall under the missing middle category. One of the sponsors stressed the importance of collaboration to help students achieve their aspirations.
I would like to say that this occasion, if it can make changes to people's lives, like that guy that I saw who never knew what a toaster was, but he could do triple integrals in maths like you will not believe, and learn medicine to, the highest levels. I think this occasion just spells that out, that whatever little that we can contribute, it can change that child who's never seen a toaster before. So ST Construction, that small token that we've put together, we know some of you around here will top it up, and I would like to share that we are very, very grateful to be part of this occasion and to be invited. Thank you very much.
A third-year Bachelor of Education student who is not covered by NSFAS and has no private bursary highlighted the challenges she has faced in her academic journey since her first year.
I want to start by saying for me to start applying for it, it was so much easier because I've got everyone by my side. Like my parents were providing all the necessary documents. Only whereby the disappointing part was to be rejected by the bursary. As in, I needed it just like anyone else. The most utmost help I need now is for my fees. First of it is my fees to be paid, because what I know is that my consequence is that if my fees won't be paid, I won't get my degree.
During the same event, the University of Limpopo Student Trust Fund took a moment to honor a distinguished figure in the business sector. Professor Teke was recognized for his outstanding contributions, receiving the prestigious Onkgopotse Tiro Excellence Award. This award is bestowed upon former students who have made significant contributions to their professional fields.
Delivering a keynote address during the event, CEO of Siriti Resources, Prof. Mike Teke, an alumnus of UL, urged people not to forget their roots and the institution that helped shape their success. He emphasized the impact of UL in his personal journey and encouraged pride in the university.
Today, ladies and gentlemen, I stand here and I studied at the University of Limpopo. And all of us, when we go around, and the people who are raising us, it's people like my grandmother who's forgotten. Everybody talk about the people who mentor me, who sit with me in boardrooms, special people who shake hands with me. That old lady is forgotten. That is why I don't want to forget her. And I stand here, ladies and gentlemen, saying to you, don't underestimate what you have in your hands at the moment in the form of the University of Limpopo. Don't.
Moving to other news, in a move towards advancing consumer protection law and public awareness, the University of Limpopo and the National Consumer Commission have joined forces in a cooperative agreement when they signed a memorandum of understanding aimed at promoting consumer protection law and public awareness. The MOU, signed recently at UL, does not only entail cooperation but also joins research initiatives exploring avenues for potential law reforms in the realm of consumer protection. National Consumer Commissioner Teke Mabuza expressed the significance of the partnership during the occasion, noting that it marks a milestone for the Commission. Mabuza highlighted that the collaboration with the university will play a pivotal role in strengthening the development of programs that enhance the intellectual growth of law students and contribute to cultural legal development. The focus extends to promoting the Consumer Protection Act No. 68 of 2008 and addressing various consumer needs. Presiding over the signing on behalf of the university, Deputy Vice-Chancellor for Teaching and Learning, Prof. Richard Madazem, said the collaboration provides a platform to not only champion consumer protection, but also actively engage in research that addresses the evolving needs of consumers. We are taking a short break. When we return, we change our focus to the National Disability Rights Awareness Month. Stay tuned. Thank you for staying with us. You are watching Inside UL News. Now, to mark the National Disability Rights Awareness Month, which runs from 3 November to 3 December every year, the University of Limpopo Reagona Disability Center partnered with the Road Traffic Infringement Agency to provide more assistive devices to students with special needs at the University of Limpopo. Senior Manager for Enterprise Development at the Road Traffic Infringement Agency, Zikulisile Zonke, said the donation seeks to advance the interests of people living with disabilities.
This event is aligned with the National Development Plan in championing the medium-term strategic framework priorities of government, with a focus on advancing the interests of women, youth, and people living with disabilities.
The University of Limpopo's Technology Transfer Office has successfully hosted the South Africa's edition of the World Intellectual Property Organization's Summer School Program, which provides an opportunity for senior students and young professionals to acquire a more profound knowledge of each intellectual property IP domain. The university hosted the summer school for the second time in a row. Our reporter Makubu Pukwane is reporting live at the event. Makubu, you are at the university's language lab for the 2-week intellectual property, known to many as the WIPO summer school. What is happening there?
Thank you. Indeed, we are here at the Language Lab 2 here at the University of Limpopo, where there is a WIPO, South African Summer School of the Intellectual Property and Transfer of Technology. It is day 2 of the summer school. With me, I am joined by Jatani Chesley, which is the head of NIPMO. Ma'am, can you tell us more about what is happening here today? And as the head of the NIPMO, what are your aims of this program for the next 2 weeks?
So I think it's very important. The summer school is about intellectual property and technology transfer. It is to make sure that the delegates here understand the importance of intellectual property, the intricacies with intellectual property, and with our partners who are the National Intellectual Property Management Office, NIPO, Department of Science and Innovation, the Department of Trade and Industry, the Companies and Intellectual Property Commission, as well as the World Intellectual Property Organization. It is important that we have a nation, that we as Africans understand the importance of intellectual property, how we can exploit it, how we can protect it, and how we can use it for the benefit of our communities and our countries.
During your presentation, I heard you saying that intellectual property is actually the creation of the mind. Please, in 60 seconds, can you tell us more about it and its importance as you've mentioned?
So I think intellectual property is just that. It's my intellect that is going to be my property. So if I create something in my mind, the creation of the mind, it is called intellectual property. But it's not just that I have an idea. I need to take this idea and put it on paper. And if statutory protection are met, or statutory requirements are met, then I can get an intellectual property right, which can be a patent, it can be a design, it can be copyright, it can even be a trademark, where my ideas can now be protected through a right which I can exploit further.
So this is the day 2 of this 2 weeks that we're going to face here. And do you see productivity thus far?
Yes, I think it's fantastic. It's very important. These are very complex issues. So we start with policy, starting with what is intellectual property and intellectual property rights. And through the course of these 2 weeks, we're going to build onto those concepts. We're going to find out more. We're going to find what makes you tick, what makes me tick, and how we can use intellectual property and technology transfer to better our community and see how we can use it for our benefit.
Technology Transfer Office Manager Thabo Lebelo says the office is advancing matters of intellectual property and advancing innovation.
With me, I am joined by Mr. Libilo, who is the Technology Transfer Office and UL Digital Hub Manager. Sir, what is the aim of this summer school, and so far do you see any improvement and progress?
Thank you very much, and welcome to the Whitehall Summer School on Intellectual Property and Technology Transfer. The real aim of the summer school is to give senior students and young professionals a deep understanding of the IP regimes, particularly patents, trademarks, copyrights, and designs. And this far, I can say that there's a lot of progress that we've seen, and that is based on the questions that we receive from participants, both physically and virtually.
What are you doing to make sure that this is reaching many people globally, especially the youth?
A summer school, by its very nature, it's a rotating phenomenon that it moves from one university to the other. So this year, it's since 2022 it was hosted by us, and the next year it's moving to DUT. So that's a continuation of this phenomenon. It doesn't stop here. So continuously on a year-to-year basis, there will be a summer school that will reach far ends of the globe. Hopefully, the DUT one will also be hybrid. Therefore, they will have participants that are both virtual and those that are physical.
Thank you for your time, sir. Now, that was Mr. Lebelo, who is the Technology Transfer Office and UL Digital Hub Manager. For Inside UL News, Sagina Magubu Pogwani, back to you in studio.
Thank you, Magubi, for that insightful report. Moving to your sport, congratulations to Mulimo Moholula, a third-year optometry student at the University of Limpopo, for achieving the title of World Dance Champion.
All the juveniles under 12 level championship, please speak up your numbers. It's your last call. So for the competition, Open World Juvenile under 12 level.
Mulima secured the Latin Solo Amateur Championship at the World Dance Championships during the Open World Amateur event held in the Netherlands in November. His remarkable achievement is even more commendable as he competed against 16 athletes from around the globe in the quarter-finals. The University of Limpopo UL Dance Sports Studio this year sent 2 exceptional dance couples to compete in the Dutch Open Championships and Open World Championships. Happy Ramano and Adelaide Tlungwani, representing the Over 30 Championship, were the defending champions and obtained 5th place. On the other hand, Mulemo Muholani and Akani Tlungwani represented the Youth Championship couple. To win the opportunity to represent South Africa, these dance couples underwent a rigorous selection process, competing nationally in all 4 Super Series competition events and the South African Open Dance Championships. And this brings us to the end of our news bulletins for this week. For Jogonna Khadi and the rest of the Inside UL team, until we meet again next week, take care.